What's up, guys? Welcome to 2024. I know this is about 8 days into 2024, but welcome to 2024. The last video you guys saw with my boy Chris, 806 Driver. Go check his channel out if you haven't already. That video was actually filmed at the beginning of December, end of November, not exactly sure. So what am I out here doing right now? Taking video of trucks going by on the highway, which is because it kind of gets me a little excited to see a lot of trucks on the road. Now, 2023 was brutal for me, was brutal for a lot of people. And I will sit down and explain to you guys, and I will be 100% transparent with you guys and let you guys know my experience. I'm not talking about everybody else's. My personal experience my personal experience of 2023. So, and it was 100% brutal, the worst year possibly that I've ever had in the trucking industry. And it was just, it was terrible. Definitely the worst year as an owner-operator. So, if that tells you anything. But watching these trucks go by right now makes me feel good. That means the trucks are running at the beginning of the year. Maybe things are going to turn around. Maybe it's time to actually, come out here and work, and the rates might be coming up, or maybe they're not coming up, but there's more work. Sometimes having more work and rates are better than having nothing at all. Now, yes, we all want the big rates. We all want to get paid top dollar for what we do. 100% understand that. But I'd rather have a lot of work that pays a little less than have a great paying loads, but only having very little. Let me sit down and explain to you guys exactly what I mean by all that. So, let me set y'all down right here. And like I said, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys and tell you guys my experience as of for 2023. So 2023 started off kind of okay for me. It went all right for a little while. About mid-year, things just dropped off, and I've been struggling. I'm gonna keep it 100%. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, and I can't blame this on the carrier I'm working for or I'm leased to. It's just the way the industry is, and it is what it is right now, and hopefully, like I said, it can turn around. Now, last year I made about almost $70,000 less than I made in 2022, which is quite a bit of money, especially when most of your money goes on fuel and then you got repairs. Now, luckily, Hot Chocolate was a very good girl 2023. Towards the end of the year, I started having issues. I had to change the radiator. I had to change the fan clutch, like you guys saw in the previous video, a few belts and stuff like that, little maintenance. But for the most part, she was a very good girl. Things happen. She's about getting to that 500,000 mile mark. There's more things that are going to start happening. I think right now I'm starting to have a power steering issue because my power steering is getting a little hard. I did go buy that pump, and it was $1,200. So I have it in my truck just in case it goes out on the road. But when I get back, I'm definitely going to get that addressed. And I have a couple other little things that are actually starting to come up on the truck. So I will make videos of that in the future. But right now, we're really talking about my personal financial struggle of 2023. Now, around July of 2023, things just kind of dropped off. And part of it was because loss of work. I'm not gonna, be specific about it, just loss of work. And I ended up going from a load a week. Now, give it 2022, we were doing a load and a half a week, 2 loads a week if we could. And it went to a load a week. Fine, still, from January to July, still a load a week was actually, it was okay. I was making enough money to pay the bills, had a little money extra, putting money aside. Now, this is big. You have to put money aside, guys. You have to, and I'm not the best at that. And I will be the first one to let you know. I'm transparent. I tell you guys the truth. I spend a lot of money on things that I maybe shouldn't, like equipment for the channel and stuff like that. So, anyways, let me go back. So July, work started becoming one every other week. So we would get one load 1 week, one load at home. 1 week at home, one load, back and forth for a while. And then all of a sudden, August, it kind of went, load 3 weeks in a row, and then boom, it dropped off again. Towards November, it started becoming a load every 2 weeks. Now, anybody that has a household of about, let's say your monthly bills are about $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Just an example. Mine are not that big. It's a lot less. But on average, truck drivers that are owner operators have about a $4,000 to $5,000 a month bills that they have to take care of. Now, if you go from making $10,000 a month, bring home, to $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month, bring home, that is a huge, huge, huge cut. And you had to have put a lot of money aside to be able to make it 6 months of this. And I've been going through 6 months of this, and it's just becoming brutal. And I'm questioning myself on whether I should continue in the trucking industry or find just something totally else to do. The problem is I don't have a whole lot of other things that I really am interested in doing. I've done a lot of different things. Like I worked on towboats. I could go back to that. I have my heating and cooling air condition license, so I could go, to that. But this is what I love to do. But it's getting to the point where it's not sustainable anymore. It's just not working for me anymore. And those of you that are thinking about getting in the trucking industry, if this is your dream, if this is 100% what you want to do, I'm not going to stop you and tell you not to do it. I would tell you to do as much research as possible before you put yourself in a situation that can put yourself and your livelihood, and your family at risk. One thing you have to think about is psychology about all this stuff, because you go, let's say for 10 years you've been making X amount of dollars, $10,000, $15,000 a month, right? And then it drops off so bad where you're starting to lose things. Now, luckily, thank God, I haven't started losing anything. I'm still being able to pay the things that I have, but I have a lot of stuff that's paid off as well. So that's another big one. And but you start losing things like your car and your toys and your house, and then possibly your marriage, and then you get to the point where you feel like there is no way out. There's always a way out. There's always a way out. You just feel like it though. You feel like it for that instance. You feel like you're cornered like a mouse in a corner, and you don't know where to go. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've felt that way, but not to the point where I'm gonna cause any harm to myself. Excuse me. And those of you that are to that point, get help. There's a lot of ways to get help. The suicide lifeline, American Suicide Lifeline, is a number you could call, 1-800-273-8255. You can also reach out to friends and family. But what I'm getting at here is that the industry for us truckers has gotten so bad that possibility that we've lost people to depression and just not being able to provide like they'd like to, you know what I mean? So something has to turn around, something has to give. It's gotta be, it's gotta turn around. Now, I'm not a political person. Some of you are gonna comment, and say, this president and that president, whatever. That's all up to you. I don't get into politics because that's just not my thing. And do I care about it? Well, yes, of course I do, but I just don't feel like little old me is going to really do much to change much of anything as far as that. So I know I might sound wrong for saying that, but that's just my personal feeling. But whatever you guys think that y'all need to do, hey, 100% do what you need to do. Believe in go fight for what you believe in. Period. So yeah, guys. So that's basically what's going on. So I mean, I'm dealing with some breakdowns. I'm dealing with much really no money. I'm at an end. I'm at an end of I'm up against the wall. I'm not at the end of anything. I'm up against the wall. I got some things that have been on the pipeline for me. I've been getting hired to do videos for different people, so that's something I love to do as well. So maybe that's the way we're going to end up going eventually, is getting out of the trucking industry and getting into making videos, or I don't know, the whole media thing. I don't know what's going to happen. All I can do is hope and pray that things are going to turn around and things are going to get better. But right now it's very difficult. And like I said, those of you that want to get into this, do your research. Please do your research. Talk to as many truck drivers as you can. Yes, a lot of them are going to mislead you, but eventually you can get an average of a feel of what it is, how it is out here. When I wanted to get into a little bit of backstory, when I wanted to get into car hauling, I posted up at the local Loves, and every car hauler that would come in there, luckily it was a lot of them, I would ask them questions, and most of the questions were kind of the same, and I was kind of see if it was consistent. Once I found out that it was consistent, then I made the decision that I was going to go do car hauling. Now that didn't work out for me because, again, I was used to a certain amount of money to be able to get to car hauling, like the real car hauling money, which is, there's good money in it, was or is, I don't know anymore. You have to put in your time. It's got to be 6 months to a year. I wasn't prepared for that, so I came back to the tanker industry, and here I am, doing the chemicals. So, like I said, do your research, guys. It's really tough out here right now. I 100%, from the bottom of my heart, wish you guys the best, but it is very, very, very tough out here. Those of us that are still out here are just trying to make it. Hopefully, we can push above that hump, and we can make it. So that's it, guys. That's sorry I ran it off long enough. I talked to you guys too much already, but those are my feelings. Those are 100% my experiences, nobody else's. I don't know what anybody else is doing, because I'm not going to tell you what anybody else is doing, because I don't know for a fact. I'm telling you my experience, what I got going on, and right now it's looking very bad. Peace.